Today I'm attempting some string pulling with resin. I haven't even done acrylic string pull, so this is going to be a new one. Let's see how it goes.
I'm using this acrylic base for my string pulling experiment. I like to use these for any new techniques because A, they're cheap, and B, you don't have to prep the surface. All you do is peel the plastic off and off you go. So my one is this mirrored gold, but to be honest, you could have any color or even clear because you're not going to see the base. Next, I have some string that I have purchased just from Amazon. I'm going to link everything in the description below. And my string did come in sort of 3 pieces, and which worked perfectly because I'm going to use 3 colors. So those are my little 3 strings. And I have mixed up my resin, which is my Jade Action Officials resin, and I've mixed some black. Now, like I said, this is my first time doing this technique and I did make a few mistakes. And as I did it, I learned a lot of things which I will share with you. So I'm going to do this again differently next time. But for now, I've mixed up some black, some opaque black. And for my pulling, I'm going to use some interference colors. So I have some interference blue. And you only need a tiny amount for the actual pulling colors. So I've got some blue there. I've got some interference gold. And lastly, I've got some interference green. And so these are mainly going to be the colors in which I dip my string into to get the effects. Stay tuned for the end of the video because I'm going to give this set away to one lucky winner. So stay tuned to get more information on the giveaway. Right, first I start off by covering the entire surface with black. Now, this was a mistake in my opinion. There were a couple of things that went wrong. I think I had too much resin on my board when I laid this black down. You don't need as much if you're going to do this. And I'll talk more about this as you see me pull the string. But yeah, so you don't need as much resin as I'm putting down. You just need a thin layer to cover the board. And the other thing is that what I should have done is had a black base. So I should have probably spray painted or maybe just brush painted with an acrylic paint the black, and then had clear resin down. Because what you'll see happen is the mica powders and this opaque black will start to create cells, and the effects of the string pulling will disappear. Well, most of it will start to disappear, especially in the beginning when the resin is quite fresh. So anyway, so I put my black down and I have just popped some bubbles. Next, we are actually ready to start pulling. So what I'm doing is just putting down the string into my interference. I'm starting off with an interference blue. I realized in my first attempt that I have put down way too much of my string into the resin. I don't actually need to dip as much of the string. So when I do this the next time, I'm not going to be dipping quite as much. And then I'm just like letting the excess resin drip off from the string because we don't need as much. So the string just needs to be lightly coated with the resin. And I'm just going to have fun with this. Like I said, I haven't done this before, but the idea is you put it down and you gently pull your string and it forms these beautiful lines and these wispy effects. So as you can see, as I've pulled that string down, there is way too much black. And as I mentioned, they started to form cells. So in my opinion, you want to use clear resin and do this, because otherwise you're going to end up with cells like I am. Next, I'm going in with some gold and I'm just going to do the same thing. I like to overlap some of these with the colors, so I'm just overlapping it with the blue and once again just pulling it. So as you can see, that little pool of black in the middle as I pull it, that's what's telling me there's way too much resin on my surface. So next time I try it, I'm definitely going to have less resin and I'm going to have it clear. Next, I'm going in with the interference green. So as you can see, a lot of the effects do come up and then they keep disappearing for the reasons I've mentioned. But I was determined to make this into a pretty piece, so I just kept going. And honestly, I think I was just having so much fun doing this. I kept on going, and as my resin got a little thicker, I did actually end up getting some really cool fun effects. So I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna let you enjoy the process. So as you can see, this was a super messy process, but this was so fun. I mean, you have to try it if you haven't already. I did want to leave a bit of negative space on the black, which I have. And like I said, once my resin started to get a bit thicker, I did get a few effects, which I'm absolutely in love with, but I am so going to try this again, slightly differently. Now it's time to show you what it looks like. Guys, if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you comment, subscribe and like. Really helps push my videos out on YouTube, and I'd love to know if you've done this and if it was a success for you. How did you go about doing it? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.
If you've enjoyed this video, leave me a comment and I'm going to pick a winner at random to win this set. You can use it as a candle plate, you can use it as a tray, you've got the 2 coasters to go with it, whatever you like. So leave me a comment and I will send this out to one of you wherever in the world you are. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!